Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby rotation battles on the battle spot in free battles. So, as I mentioned in yesterday's team building video, which I do have a link in the description too if you want to check that out, see the movesets, the held items, the abilities, and all the strategies that go with them. Sprout the Venusaur is our Mega Evolution team captain for the week. So we got Mega Venusaur with the other 5 selected as well. If you want to see what they have for their movesets, click that description, or click that link in the description, I mean. But without further ado, let's get right into the battles right now and see how well we do in the battle spot this week. We're going up against Leon from Wallonia, Belgium. And let's see, Leon bringing a not fully level 50 team, so we might not see all these things hit the field. Only one held item as well. But we see a Florges, a Golurk, a Dusknoir, Tyrantrum, Rhyperior, and a... what do you call it? Tyranitar. That is the word I'm looking for. With only one held item, we know that's a Mega Tyranitar. So Sandstream is going to be a problem, because as I've noticed in the past, even if they bring that in the rare spot, the ability of Sandstream will not activate, but as soon as it comes up and Mega Evolves, it has Sandstream as well as Mega Tyranitar. That's when the ability will trigger. But we do have somebody that's immune to the Sandstream, and that's going to be our Krookodile, Irwin. He actually might be good against a good number of these opposing Pokemon. The only thing he really has much to fear from would be that Florges. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to... I don't know if I need to go super defensive where the opposing side is not fully super... or not super trained, I was going to say, but fully level 50. I'm actually going to mix things up and bring non-defensive Pokemon. I'm going to bring Irwin, Sul the Weavile, and Sprout as the 3 lead Pokemon. And who should go as the 4th Pokemon? I think we don't see a lot of speed on the opposing side, so speed control isn't really an issue. I think I'm just going to bring Scruff as our final Pokemon. Now, as soon as she comes in the active spot, because she's coming in as a reserve Pokemon for now. In fact, I'm second-guessing myself. I'm not going to bring Sul in as the 2nd Pokemon. I'm going to bring Irwin, Sprout. Scruff will be the 3rd one, because then they won't see the air balloon activate. Sul will be our 4th option. That's what we're going to go with. Alright. So the battle is getting underway against Leon. And it's too bad it's not a fully prepared team for this. I mean, that's what free battle is all about. First of all, blur your camera. But free battle is bring whatever you want. So, it's not fully competitive, but oh well. We're going to have fun anyway. So we see Rhyperior, there's the Florges, and the Dusknoir. I'm fairly certain Dusknoir does not have Levitate, so ground attack is decent against anything here. We don't have anything super effective against that Florges if it comes up, but we can slow it down. It's already pretty slow though. Is that really going to matter? I don't think so. So what can I do with Scruff? I could discharge, although no, discharge isn't good. The Rhyperior will be immune. I think probably our best bet. We're just going to bring Sprout up. What is the best move? Petal Blizzard is stab. It'd be good against the Rhyperior. Double super effective. Earthquake will be super effective as well. Either way, I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to Mega Evolve. Knockoff is not the best way. I'm just going to go Petal Blizzard. First time I'm actually using Petal Blizzard too. I didn't realize it was a physical type attack until I was looking at the move tutor, and I thought, hey, I can teach that to Sprout for his physical offense for the week. Alright, Mega Sprout going for the Petal Blizzard. We see he does outspeed Rhyperior, which is nice. And despite the fact that they have pretty high physical defense, the Rhyperior drops to a single Petal Blizzard. Definitely a good way to start this off. And Golomastok. That is the Golurk. I'm kind of free to go for another Petal Blizzard right now. I'm going to go with the knockoff, though, for super effective on the Dusknoir as well. Even if they bring up the Florges to resist it, there's nothing really they can do in response. Unless they have a move I'm not expecting. Here we go. So there's the Ghost type. We're going to go for the Dark type knockoff. And not super amount of damage. Confuse rate. Okay. So there is still a ground type in play, therefore we can't use the discharge of Scruff. What could this thing now go for? Possibly a Will-O-Wisp or something? that wouldn't be good for our physical offensive Pokemon, so I actually am going to bring Scruff up. And our best move in this case, I think, probably would be Snarl, lowering the special attack stats of whatever it hits. Alright, here comes the ground type. Good thing I didn't go for Discharge. Will we see something like Earthquake from this particular Pokemon? Let's find out. I'm pretty sure look at that. There is Magnitude. Oh, and I forgot. I completely forgot my own air balloon. Excellent. Alright, so we're good for another Snarl. Yeah, I could go for Flamethrower, but I think Snarl is the safer way to go. I'm going to go for another Confuse Ray, I'm expecting. Lowering that special attack also. Alright, so with only one Pokemon left who is not confused, that is Irwin. Should I bring him up and risk the confusion? I think I might actually just want to swap Scruff out. See, I don't want to bring in Sul, because if they go for that Will-O-Wisp, it's going to really hinder him with being physical offensive. I'm going to leave Scruff up for now. Right now, I'm going to go for that Flamethrower. We'll see if she can actually break through the confusion. Now, does she pop the air balloon if she hurts herself? That's the question. Let's find out. Hurt and confusion. Nope. The air balloon stays intact, and therefore the ground attack does not work. I don't think my opponent realized that when they used the earlier Magnitude. And we snap out after the first confusion, go for the Flamethrower. We pick up the KO on that Golurk. So everything else here, I'm pretty much free just to go for the Flamethrowers. The Dusknoir will fall to it, of course, from that low HP. Now, I'm pretty sure Florges is defensive, so let's see how much this does. And Moonblast. Alright, you're going to pop the air balloon. You should have tried that earlier, but unfortunately, that's not how it worked. Right now, I'm going to go Discharge, because I forgot there's no more ground types on the opposing side. We can get a free Discharge off on anything, and it's the strongest move that Scruff has. And we get the Paralysis. Excellent. So the Moonblast is going to drop our little Manectric here. But that's our first one down. We've already taken two of theirs out. I think, it might be too early to call this, but I'm going to say we're probably going to win this one. So what I'm going to do right now, I want to lower this floor just a little bit more. I'm going to bring Sprout back up. Now he is confused. Actually, I don't want to risk hitting himself. I'm going to bring Irwin up and go for the Crunch. The Florges will resist it, but if the Dusknoir comes up, then we can actually get a super effective KO on that thing. There it is. Do we outspeed it though? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have. So this should drop the Dusknoir, and it's going to gain a Moxie boost for Irwin. And I think we're pretty much free just to go for either Bulldoze or Rock Slide. Bulldoze is stab, and I think at this HP he's going to get the KO, so we're going to go for the Bulldoze. I could try Dragon Claw, but of course that's a Fairy type. So is this enough with the Moxie boost? It is enough. We drop the opposing Florges, and we secure the team a victory in this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby rotation battle. Good game, Leon. Final opponent from Gunma, Japan. Cannot read the name, of course, but let's see what they're bringing to the field. A fully trained team of level 50s held items, nothing but legendaries and mythical. This one's going to be tricky. Alright, so we see Rayquaza, Diancie, Kyurem, Kyogre, Dialga, and Hoopa. Are these going to be physical or specially offensive? I'm going to say special. Therefore, I want to bring Scruff, but I don't want to lead with her because I want the air balloon to be a nice surprise. So, fortunately, except for that Rayquaza, I don't think there's really much Sprout has to fear from super effective attacks, at least when he Mega Evolves. So I'm going to lead Sprout. I'm going to bring Scruff as our second. We should probably consider going more defensive as well. Now, I don't see Rock, Fire, or Electric Stab on the opposing side, so although we do see Steel in the Dialga, I'm thinking bringing Articuno for the Reflect and the Tailwind, but there is only one. Actually, there's Rock from that Diancie. What am I thinking? But I'm going to bring Articuno as the third choice. If nothing is super effective on the field against him, then I can actually use the Reflect, and I want to go for the Tailwind for sure. Alright, I want to bring one of the heavy hitters of either Irwin or Sul. Which one has the best attacks to deal with these? Thinking Sul. He's got the speed, he doesn't have as good of attack, although Irwin has the Moxie. I think probably I'm going to go Irwin. If we can get the Tailwind up, that's going to deal with the speed issue, and then if we can get some Moxie boosts, that's going to help as well. Alright, so this battle is getting underway. This could be the most competitive battle I've had in the free battle rotation in quite some time. And given that I'm not using legendaries or mythicals myself, this could be just basically 4 turns of me getting knocked out. So there we see Kyogre leads, and with the held item, how much you want to bet it's going to be a Primal Kyogre. Alright, so we know they can have Sheer Cold. Fortunately, we do have a Freeze Dry on our Articuno. But we saw Kyurem, Hoopa, and this Kyogre. It's going to be specially offensive for the most part, I'm pretty sure. Hyperspace Hole from Hoopa could be... I think it's physical, actually. But, best bet right now, I think I want to get the defenses up. I'm going to bring Sprout up, go for the Light Screen. Could Snarl, of course, and start lowering the special attack of whatever is active. But Light Screen is more beneficial across the entire field. So, therefore, the Primordial Rain is now gone permanently until they bring that Kyogre back into the Pokeball. Now, as we're going to see the Hyperspace Hole, there it is. I'm fairly certain this is a physical type attack. However, even if it is, we survived it pretty nice, but they did break the air balloon. In fact, if they go for it again, I kind of want to learn for myself, is it... Nope. I was thinking of going for Snarl, lowering the special attack, and seeing how much damage it did. I think safest bet, I'm going to discharge right now. Kyurem could come up and resist it, but we could get paralysis on anything we connect against. And it's going to fling the King's Rock. Well, if you outsped, you would have caused a flinch. I wonder if that means I'm going to flinch on my next turn, though. I don't really know. But we do have the Light Screen up. I'm now going to go into Articuno, Reflect. I want to get our physical defense up now as well. So Hyperspace Hole. Yeah, hardly any damage to worry about there. But you stole my leftovers! Very clever, throwing your own item away and stealing mine. Okay. This Hoopa's a real trickster. In fact, right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to Tailwind. If this Hoopa stays active, I'm going to knock off those leftovers. Come on, stay active. I want to get the Tailwind up, I want to outspeed you. I want to pull a little tricky maneuver of my own against it. You're going to rotate. You're taking too long. There we go. Alright, so are we going to see... We're going to see Ice Beam. They might have expected the Venusaur to come up for some reason. Oh, we have our Light Screen up, and we are the God of Ice. So, critical hit. However, Freeze Dry is super effective. Alright, so the Light Screen is still active. I think now's the best time to go for that Freeze Dry. Let's see what it's going to do. We've got to Reflect out, but the Light Screen Tailwind is up as well. Let's go for a nice stab, super effective, unless you rotate out. You rotated out. Okay. So this is still going to be pretty powerful, I'm sure. Not as much as I would have liked. Alright. So Articuno is getting pretty low right now. Those leftovers are annoying. I think I'm actually just going to go into Sprout right now and go for the knockoff. We just lost the Light Screen. So, changing my mind right now, I'm going to go back into Scruff and get the Light Screen back up, actually. So it looks like they're going to... Maybe they're rotating as well? Yep, and Kyurem comes in. Now, what would this thing have used against that Articuno? Let's find out. We might be able to learn Rock moves, actually. Or just Draco Meteor. So the Light Screen is up, but can Scruff take this? Not a bad HP, I'm sure. Alright, special attack does stuff. Do they have the white herb? I don't know. It doesn't look like it yet. No white herb. Okay, so special attack has just fallen, and the late screen is now up. It's time for our Krookodile. So ice or water could be a problem. Although the Kyurem did just lose some special attack set, and the late screen is up. Water might be the best way they're going to go. So I'm going to rotate into Articuno, go for the freeze dry. And I didn't notice, did our Tailwind peter out? I'm pretty sure it did, now that I think about it. We're about to find out. Well, we outspeed. I think this outsped us last time, though. Alright, so not terribly crazy powerful. And Origin Pulse. Well, at our low HP, we're not taking that. Clearly, the only thing we can do is now go for the Petal Blizzard from Sprout. Reflect and Tailwind are now gone. Okay. So our defenses are down, our speed is back to where it should be. There's really nothing else to do except go for the Mega Evolution and go with the Petal Blizzard. The Kyurem will resist it, but it's going to be super on the Kyogre, neutral to the Hoopa. And there's the Hoopa. Let's give it our best shot right now. Physical Petal Blizzard from our physically trained Mega Venusaur. Unless he takes a Hyperspace Hole, which I think is Psychic. Or just a plain old Psychic attack. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, the light screen is still up, which is nice. Alright, we at least dropped the Hoopa. Take my leftovers back with you too there. And the final Pokemon. Rayquaza, okay. Well, we do have Irwin's Dragon Claw, but we have no way to slow this thing down except for Irwin's Scary Face. He might be able to survive a hit, though. You know what? I forgot. I actually replaced Scary Face with Dragon Claw. It's Snapper that has Scary Face this week. Alright then. But since Dragon Claw is super effective against two of these opposing Pokemon, I'm going to rotate into Irwin and go for that Dragon Claw right now. And we see another Mega Evolution on the opposing side. I say another Mega in addition to the Primal, I should clarify. But are we going to see the Dragon Ascent? More than likely. So flying types are now not weak to any of their normal weaknesses. And we actually outspeed the Rayquaza. We could have went for Rock Slide. And there's Dragon Ascent. So we're going to lower their defenses. Can we handle this? If we can survive this, we're going to go Rock Slide next turn. Come on, Irwin. Oh, man. Wasn't even a critical hit. Well, that's really unfortunate. Now, we did see that this Rayquaza was holding an item, but of course, it does not require an item for Mega Evolution. So, Life Orb. So, Sprout is not going to survive the Dragon Ascent, and I was surprised that Irwin outsped. I'm fairly certain that Sprout will not. Regardless, our only option right now is go for the knockoff, because Earthquake is immune. It's immune to it. Earthquake. Petal Blizzard is double resisted. And there's Dragon Ascent. I was gonna say, unless it misses, we have a chance. But nope, we're gonna just get the knockout with the Dragon Ascent, dropping our Mega Venusaur. There we have it. Sorry, Sprout. So we couldn't stand up to all of these legendaries and mythical Pokemon in this particular fight, but we gave it our best. Good game to my opponents, and well played. And that's going to be a wrap for this week's rotation battle. So in the end, Sprout, Irwin, and Sul snag themselves a win and earn the nice green glow of victory, while Articuno unfortunately has to take the red glow of defeat for the time being. Now, even though we were way overpowered in that final match, I actually enjoyed that one quite a bit. It was cool seeing a whole team of fully trained legendaries with held items and some pretty clever strategies, particularly that Hoopa. I was quite impressed with the Fling and Magician ability to steal the item after it threw its own item away. You know, quite often when battling legendaries online, it seems like the trainers don't always put a lot of careful thought and planning behind the moves that they choose. They kind of just go for the sheer power and rely on the brute force of legendaries to try to win the battles for them. So, encountering an opponent with a well-trained team of legends was a nice change of pace. But with that, we come to the end of this week's video. Feel free to leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought of these matches today and any suggestions that you might have to to improve the movesets and strategies of the Pokemon that I use today. Your suggestions could help me in future battles and also help other viewers who might want to try using some of the Pokemon that I use today, and maybe they're looking for some strategic ideas to get themselves started. With that, we're going to end off the video. Thank you everybody for checking out this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby rotation battles in the free battle in Battle Spot, and I'll catch you next time.